The first time I looked into my newborn's eyes, a cold shiver ran through my spine, as if those innocent eyes whispered secrets I wasn't supposed to know. It was an unsettling familiarity, something I couldn't quite place until later that night when the house was silent and the shadows seemed to stretch unnaturally long. My wife was asleep, exhausted from the birth, but I couldn't shake the feeling that our child was more than just a newborn. The eyes, they mirrored the haunting gaze of my old friend, Marcus, who had died in my arms just last year. The connection was both absurd and undeniable, pulling me into a vortex of confusion and dread. As the days passed, small signs began to surface. Our baby, whom we named Ethan, would lock eyes with me, and in those moments, I felt a surge of recognition that wasn't supposed to exist between a father and his child. Memories flooded back, memories that belonged to Marcus. His laughter, his regrets, the way he clutched my hand as life slipped away from him on that hospital bed. I dismissed them as coincidences at first, until Ethan began to mimic gestures only Marcus knew, like the peculiar way he would tap his fingers when deep in thought. My heart raced each time, grappling with the impossible truth. Desperate for answers, I sought out a medium, someone who could explain the inexplicable. She listened intently, her eyes widening as I recounted the eerie similarities. With a solemn nod, she performed a reading, and her expression turned grave. "Your friend never fully crossed over," she said, her voice a whisper. "His spirit clings to your child, seeking closure." The revelation was both a relief and a horror. I was connected to Marcus in a way I never anticipated, and now it seemed he was trapped, unable to find peace. But why? And what did he want from me through my son? The climax came one stormy night when Ethan, barely a few months old, looked at me with an intensity that defied his age. It was Marcus, reaching out from beyond. In that moment, I understood what he needed: to say goodbye, to reconcile the unfinished business of his life. I spoke to him through Ethan, promising to fulfill the wishes he never could. As the words left my lips, Ethan's eyes softened, and a serene calm enveloped him. The storm outside subsided, as if Marcus had finally found his peace. But as I held my son, I couldn't shake the fear of what other souls might see him as: a vessel, a bridge between worlds, and if they would be as benevolent as Marcus.